Welcome, I'm Graydon, and this is BINBUSTER, where I watch and review budget bin movies for you. Today's movie is about two plumbers from Brooklyn who find themselves in an alternate universe where evolved dinosaurs live in high-tech squalor. They're the only hope to not only save that universe, but ours as well, from the invasion by the dino dictator Koopa. This ain't no game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the movie of Super Mario Brothers. And that's probably how excited I am going to be talking about this movie. So stay tuned to that as I give you, as always, my good, my bad, my thoughts, and the rating for this masterpiece. Without further ado, let's get into it. The goods. I'm going to start off first with saying the animatronics are great. You have Yoshi, who seems to be a cast off of Jurassic Park in here. He's not the little green lovable dino that we all know and love from the game, but he looks more like a T-Rex from Jurassic Park, which I'm all for because Jurassic Park at the time was huge. Yeah, and this movie wasn't. But I kind of like that because Yoshi should be a real dinosaur. So doing animatronics, as well as other things in this movie that were animatronically related, were fantastic. I'm a sucker for practical effects in movies. I love this over anything CGI. If a movie's full of CGI, I don't really like it unless they couldn't do half the stuff they could with practical effects. The sets are incredible and detailed. Everything from this being a living environment to the neo-futuristic dystopian tech that's used in this movie, the way it looks. Think about Batman Forever and Batman Robin, how it's all neon and comic booky looking, like bright colors. Digify that a whole lot, like put Batman and Batman Forever over that, and that's what you got here. That's the easiest way to try and describe what you're looking at scene-wise. But they're so intricate and detailed that it's one of the best things about this movie. The costuming in here is great as well. I enjoy the costuming as well. The acting. Let's take a look at the back of this box at the main cast, shall we? Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, and Dennis Hopper. The three main characters in here. Two of which are the Mario Brothers, the other one's Koopa. They're good with what they needed to do in here. Dennis Hopper chews the scenery, but that's usually what Dennis Hopper does. Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo are in here as two very generic plumbers. With something like this, the movie can only be as good as three things: writing, directing, and acting. They got the writing one down. They got the directing one down. The other two are kind of horrible. Same could be said about Daredevil. Same could be said, here's a hot take, Green Lantern. Ryan Reynolds and Mark Strong were the best things of the movie. They did their best. It was a horrible script and a horrible direction for the character and the movie. And I'm going out and I'm doing a hot take for Daredevil as well for that. You hate me saying that? Comment down below if my hot take isn't accurate. But anyways, besides that, those are it for the goods of this movie. Besides the not so, hey, look at the toys we can bring out to you guys in here. The bad. Everything that makes Mario enjoyable is ruined by this movie. When you think Mario, you think light, colorful worlds. You think two brothers in overalls. You think Princess Peach. You think Bowser. You think King Koopa. You think the Koopa kids. You think of all this and how they look, and then you see stuff like that in the back of the box. The Goombas and King Koopa. You see stuff like that and you're saying, why? 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 Oh, and don't forget the Koopa Trooper right there too. See? Oh, it's how it looks kind of like a turtle. Yeah. You see those and you're like, why? 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 Maybe they were going with a dystopian horror film for kids. Maybe they were trying to do a horror film for kids based on the Mario Brothers property. I don't know why. but it takes everything that makes Mario enjoyable and gets rid of it. All the bright colors, the characters, the iconic villains, to every minor character, whatever is, and also whatever's trying to kill Mario. In here, it's just ran down. It's horrible. The body horror in this makes me not like this movie. What I'm talking about that is people are punished by having their physical forms hideously changed. I know how I showed you the Koopa Troopa and the Goomba, right? Those are regular people. Those are regular people changed that way. With their shrunken heads and everything. Their ids were removed, and often in unpleasant ways. The Good King, Peach's dad, or Daisy, I think. I believe it's Daisy in here. I forget. I forget. I watched this before vacation. So, yeah. So, the Good King is turned into a gross fungus that's infesting the city. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. It sounds a lot like Ghostbusters, doesn't it? With their ooze underneath the city of Manhattan, doesn't it? And then the men are turned into shrunken-headed zombies or Goombas or Koopa Troopas, as I told you. Here, that's what happens. The CGI that's used in this movie at times is horrendous, even by standards of that day. We're talking... What is the year here? We're talking... I'm not seeing it on the back. Let me check the disc. 1990... I'm not seeing it on the disc either. I want to say early 90s. 1993. That's right. 1993. I looked it up on my computer. That's right here. 1993. By the CGI then hasn't come into big prominence as it has now. But for its day, the CGI in this movie was horrible as well. So, now it's time for my take on this. This is such an odd mix of neon, flecked dystopian environments, weirdly cohesive world building. Yeah. And a keen sense of creativity. Sadly, it's not sufficient to make up for an incredibly gross fixation on body horror. A total waste of its leads. And a generally weak plot. No, it's not a good Super Mario story, but judging on those merits would always be a losing proposition. It is independently a bad movie. If you're looking, I will rate this 1.5 stars. 1.5 stars. Yeah, it's that bad. And remember, if you're looking for a movie that shies far away from its source material, then this movie is for you. If you want your world saved by two brothers or plumbers, then call the Mario Brothers. And remember to make it a movie night and to dive right in. Don't buy this. Don't get this. Get it for like 50 cents if you have to, or a quarter. Yeah. Don't get it. Don't get it.